All right, track 5. Let's get into the eldest daughter. I know Taylor Swift has a brother, so maybe she is the eldest daughter. I guess we'll find out. Let's get into track 5. Here is the eldest daughter. So many piano intros, right? Not complaining. Just noticing. Ooh, that's beautiful chord progression. All right, time to cry.
Everybody's so punk on the internet. Everyone's unbothered till they're not. Every joke's just trolling and memes. Sad as it seems, apathy is hot. Everybody's cutthroat in the comments.
Wow, this
Every
is like
single
breaking the
hot
fourth
take
wall.
is cold as ice. When you found me, I said I was busy. That was a lie.
Dang. A lot going on at the moment, right?
Uniqueness. I've been dying just from trying to seem cool.
Wow.
But I'm
Okay.
not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage. But I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna leave you out. So many traitors, smooth
Okay.
operators.
I am
but I'm never gonna break that
a little emotional here, I feel.
I'm never gonna leave you now.
Very vulnerable, right? She's really showing her vulnerability in this. Damn. Okay, yeah, she's really breaking that fourth wall of like everybody thinking they're cool and seeing their.
This hard was on the trampoline in somebody's backyard. I must have been about 8 or 9. That was the night I fell off and broke my arm. Pretty soon I learned cautious discretion. When your first crush crushes something kind. When I said I don't believe in marriage, that was a lie. Every eldest daughter was the first lamb to be slaughtered.
This is
so we all dressed
a lot.
up as wolves and we looked fire. But I'm not a bad bitch.
Like the pressure on women, right? That's what we're addressing
But
here.
I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never
And even like the
gonna
younger
leave
generation.
you out. So many traitors, smooth operators. But I'm never gonna break that vow. I'm never
So even though she's
gonna
feeling
leave
this
you
pressure, she's
now.
saying, Travis, I got you. You're my guy. I think that's really special. And very vulnerable. Extremely vulnerable.
We lie back, a beautiful, beautiful
Okay.
time lapse.
Took a turn here for the bridge.
Lilacs and things I said
Lilac.
were dumb, 'cause I thought that I'd never find that beautiful,
Wow.
beautiful life
This is
back.
beautiful.
Shimmers that
What a
innocent light back, like when we
beautifully
were
sonically
young.
bridge.
Every youngest child felt they were raised up in the wild, but now you're home. 'Cause I'm not a bad bitch.
Wow.
This isn't savage, and I'm never gonna
I can relate to
let you
this, like
down. I'm never gonna
putting up a
leave
front until you find someone to feel at home with, you know? So many traders, smooth operators from your past and the trash that you've been with.
I'm never gonna leave you now.
Dang. Wow. What a beautiful vow and pledge to give to somebody, you know?
Never gonna leave you now.
And we ended in a major chord. Thank God. Okay, that was very beautiful. That was a very beautifully crafted, I don't know, non-addressed experience, I feel, from the world we live in with social media, with the impressions that we have to give, with the fake concepts that we have to prove, with the cool vibe, with the all of it. And the pressures that it puts on young people, the pressures it puts on single people, the pressures it puts on the eldest daughter, maybe someone who's still searching for someone and not married and not, meeting all the expectations that society has. I mean, she really said a lot in that. And I feel like that really broke the fourth wall of especially where she's been at probably in the last few years before Travis, before she's been engaged, before she's been seen as accepted as what a, not just what a woman should do, but a young person should do. And in some ways feeling just so vulnerable to say all of that. Like, yeah, that's some big pressure that's put onto us as young people and the generations to come. Ooh, okay, getting a little emotional here. And if nothing else, saying the opposite of all those things that she is expected to do and expected to have been, she's still vowing to give all this to someone, Travis. My first impression is what a beautiful message to, what a beautiful commitment to give to him, even though she's had a lot of pressure on her, especially. And now I get it. The eldest daughter, that concept. Honestly, I think it's a really beautiful, like, sonic experience, that bridge. I mean, the layers of harmony and the kind of like angelic experience of those voices was really beautiful. And although it opened with piano, again, I'm glad that it took a turn for opening to more instrumentation than just kind of like this piano melody and medley vibe. And even that lyric, because I'm not a bad, I think that's like, that's the concept of what we have today in society. It's like, oh, I'm this bad, like I'm this cool, and I'm this and that, and it's like, when you really strip everything down and you look at yourself and you look at who you are as a person, is that really what you are, and is that really all that matters? Don't other things matter? We don't have to have this wall up and this imagery up of ourselves and this persona of ourselves, but we don't intend to. Maybe how society is making us feel, and yeah, you're cooler if you're quieter, you're cooler if you're more mysterious, you're cooler if you don't overshare, you're cooler if you don't wear your heart on your sleeve, and you're cooler if you don't like Taylor Swift, right? That's kind of quite literally what I think this is painting in a way, is like that exact concept. So I liked more of the imagery and the lyrics that she sang about in this. Yeah, I think that was a really special song to put out there. I think it was a really nice peek behind the curtain and addressing some of like the issues in what we have today. So she didn't have to do that, but she did that.